This was my third time giving birth without an epidural. What do you mean I don't get a medal? It's the sole reason I have given birth without epidurals. You're telling me there's no medal and I feel completely cheated. In all seriousness, I am a high-risk labor and delivery nurse, and I'm going to provide some very good reasons people choose not to get an epidural. By the way, it is not called a natural birth. We call it an unmedicated birth, because it doesn't really matter how you got that baby out. You got that baby out. It doesn't matter what kind of pain management tools you did or did not use. You created a human being, and it is natural, and it should be celebrated however you did it. Moving on, one reason, there are people who truly have medical scenarios or conditions where it is not safe for them to get an epidural. Some examples being conditions that cause very, very low platelets. Platelets are how you clot your blood, and if you are not able to safely clot your blood, then epidurals are not ideal and not recommended. Other possible scenarios, very severe anatomical structure issues with the spine, severe scoliosis. There's a lot more. The second reason, a lot of people want the epidural, but they may have shown up to the hospital and the baby is right there. There is not an opportunity to get a working epidural in place before they give birth. From a nurse perspective, it breaks my heart. I hate when that situation happens. Reason number 3 that I see a lot. There are many people who are truly more afraid of the idea of the epidural being placed, the effects of an epidural, more afraid of that than they would be of the pain of childbirth. And as a nurse, I discuss the risks, the benefits. I educate them thoroughly on the process of placing the epidural. Just want to make sure they truly understand it so that it isn't a fear-based decision, that it's a knowledge-based decision. And I know how much you explain it, it just weirds them out. They would rather give birth without the epidural. And that's absolutely within their rights every time. And I do not judge it. A fourth reason may be just preferences, like the reasons I give birth without the epidural. I really like moving around a lot when I'm in pain and when I'm in labor. I love standing. I love squatting, lunging. I love birthing tubs. For me personally, I've discussed this before. As a high-risk labor and delivery nurse, I really do worry if I gave birth with an epidural and I were genuinely comfortable, and I worry that I would overthink, that I would have anxiety about the labor and birth process. I really just want to unplug from the nurse brain and be a mom giving birth. Other reasons, people may have experienced trauma or had a negative experience associated with an epidural. In their quest to avoid future birth trauma, they may experiment with different pain management options. There are so many other reasons, and I know I'm going to be so annoyed when I post this because I'll think of about a dozen more. I also want to make it resoundingly clear, I have nothing against epidurals. I think they're an amazing tool. I think they can be a wonderful choice for many, many birthing people. There are plenty of scenarios where I would choose the epidural for myself. It just so happens that for the 3 babies I have given birth to, I just didn't feel like I needed it. There are birthing communities that disparage and shame, especially if they're utilizing pain management and epidurals, and that's not okay. Some of those toxic birthing communities can definitely be triggering. In the end, it is extremely personal decision, and it is extremely case by case. Really what it comes down to is what is emotionally and physically safe for them and their baby, and whatever